family named by my wife, whom I actually met because of this car. And I literally just found one of her hairs on my head. He's been in my life since 2009. It's a long time. In and out of my life since 2009. When I first got him, he was bone stock with 120,000 miles on him. Pristine condition. Whenever I met my wife, we would travel to different events up in Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, southeast United States. It was always a lot of fun. I blew the engine probably 2 or 3 years after getting Clyde. I had to find a rotary shop. I ended up finding one in Conyers and meeting one of my good friends, Raphael. The motor was rebuilt and I was back on the road for another year or two, and then I blew it again. Raphael, being the good friend that he was, helped me out and rebuilt it again. After getting it rebuilt, I ended up trading it for a crotch rocket. It was a 2005 Honda CBR 600. I had a lot of fun with the bike. As every rotary person says, once you get rid of your car, you miss it. I didn't have it for about 2 years. At some point, I found myself wanting to get back into the rotary scene. So I posted a simple status on Facebook asking if anybody had a rotary car for sale. A buddy of mine messaged me and asked me if the car that I owned previously was gold in color. I said yes, and he sent me pictures of this car, and I couldn't believe it. It was my car. After 2 years of not having it, one of my friends had somehow come by and gotten it. Whenever I went to pick it up, it was in rough shape. The previous motor that I had rebuilt had been pulled out of it, and from what my friend said, it was being prepared for a V8, which is something that is really sad if you're a rotary person. I understand V8s are really cool in this car, but it's still sad. The friend that I got it from, he wasn't the one doing the V8 swap. He actually had a Turbo 2 swap. So I bought the car with the Turbo 2 swap, but I never put the engine in the car. I wish I would have. If I would have put it in the car then, I would have had a running Rx7 for years. But I didn't. I sold that engine, and then the car kind of followed me around from house to house for years. Somehow I have come to a situation where I am able to fix it and get it running again. I'm gonna document the whole process of getting it running, getting the engine in there, getting it mated to the transmission, hooking up all the vacuum lines and the wiring harness, trying to figure out if my fuel injectors are good. I have a ton of parts for this car. I've accrued a lot of parts over the years, and somehow they made it over here, which I'm really surprised. So this is the beginning of getting Clyde running again, and I hope you enjoy the process with me.